So, Georgi, such are the recommendations of the working group of healthcare so far. One thing is for sure, the vaccine is not only the remedy for the health issues, but for the economic pandemic as well. And we could argue that the results of such pandemic are even further reaching than the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yes, and not only Georgia, all the countries in the world are waiting impatiently for the vaccine, and for them as well, nationwide lockdowns are not an easy decision to take, taking into account that these are the countries that are far more developed and richer, rather richer than Georgia.
The video we have been discussing, Georgi, the other day from Forbes, featuring Dr. Anthony Fauci, is a very good illustration of this, where Fauci also denounces a full lockdown and stresses that people need to be convinced to use the vaccine after it hits the market.
Let's show our viewers the video that you have mentioned. So here is Dr. Anthony Fauci's take on how to manage COVID-19.
We're not going to get a national lockdown. I think that's very clear, but I think what we're going to start seeing in the local levels, be they governors or mayors or people at the local level, will do, as you said, very surgical type of restrictions, which are the functional equivalent of a local lockdown. We have vaccines now. The first one that came out was highly effective. I anticipate that the second one likely will be comparable. You never can tell until you see the data, but would be comparable. That's great, but we have to get people to take the vaccine. So if we get the overwhelming majority of people taking the vaccine, and you have on the one hand an effective vaccine, on the other hand a high degree of uptake of the vaccine, we could start getting things back to relative normal as we get into the second and third quarter of the year.
Hey guys, stay tuned, subscribe, and follow us on BMG.